Hello, my people. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. So it's beginning to, sound real to me that Junior Pope is no more. Some people still don't believe that it's true. He's no more. Okay. The other day, a candle night procession was held, in Asaba to honor Junior Pope, Abigail, just in respect to the fallen heroes. I call them heroes because they are heroes. And sadly, that event happened. All right. As the family of late Junior Pope, as they prepare to lay him to rest on Friday, May 17th, 2024, we have more revelations coming out. More revelations continue to trickle in, and people are talking about so many things. But this guy that was among the actors, in that movie production, got something to say about the unfortunate boat mishap that led to the passing away of Junior Pope and 4 other crew members. So I'm just going to read it out. He was interviewed, the question that was being asked to him, and his response. So I'm just going to start with it. So just tell me what you can pick from this video, and don't forget to share your views under this video. All right, so he said he's a Port Harcourt based actor, Martin Mgba, popularly known as Martin DC. He was actually on the set of the movie That Fateful Day, so he got more light to shed on this. So he was asked what happened. He said, "Oh, I never knew there would be anything to do with crossing a river, as his script had nothing of such in it. He raised some questions that may have spiritual implications." So he was given script to act. So they asked him, what happened on that fateful day? What brought about the boat ride? He now said, "When I got the script for the job, I didn't know we were going to have anything to do with the river or something else. It was on Monday, the 8th of April. So after that shoot on Monday, the production manager, Mr. Ogolo, came to me and others and said, tomorrow we're going to Anam, a village in Anambra, and we're going to cross the river Niger. That was when I heard for the first time that we would have to enter a boat, and I was like, nobody told me about this." Even TC Virus was complaining that at the old water people, that was what he said. Remember this word, at the old water people. So on Tuesday, he went there for the first day, and that morning we were all waiting for Junior Pope and the rest of the cast. So TC Virus came and went to buy Fanta, alligator pepper, and something else I didn't pay attention to, and went to the water, did some rituals and all of that, and threw those things he bought inside the water and money as well. Did you guys see the recent prank, or would I say it's content that TC Virus is doing these days, the Fanta Boy? I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to come back to that, because I don't know how, if I lose a very close friend, even I don't think I'm going to get myself for like 1 month trying to, even now, not to talk of trying to make a content out of whatever caused this. So guys, let's continue. And he came back. To me, I was like, he said he was owing the river people and probably wanted to appease them. So for him, that's how he appealed. The boat only carries 12 people plus the pilot. That makes it 13. The crew and the cast, they were just 3 boats. It was just one that had an accident. We have Junior Pope, TC Virus, the director. His name is Movement. We have Emeka Messi Johnson. We have one of the actors, Scooby. We also have the P&S. His name is Sean Israel. We have the young ones that died. Precious Friday, Abigail, and Olante. I don't know the names of others. So a question was asked to him again. Out of these people, how many survived? It was 5 people that died. The director survived, DOP Mr. Emeka survived, TC Virus, Scooby survived, his girlfriend survived, then Sean survived, and the boat rider. The question comes again, what made you people survive? The director and the DOP were wearing life jackets, so they had a better chance of survival. TC Virus said he was holding on that rope, so he used it. Scooby's girlfriend survived. TC said he never saved her. I heard the boat driver said he was the one who saved her too, but Scooby told me it was one guy from that village that saved his girlfriend. So I don't know who saved her exactly. Scooby survived too. I don't know how he came about it. Sean Israel came out too. I don't know how they survived. Mr. Ogolo, the production manager, survived too. He was wearing a life jacket. He said he was holding onto the DOP because the DOP was wearing a life jacket. Another question was asked, why were some people wearing life jacket and others not? About the life jacket, at Kebo, that's what they call the place, the harbor or the river shore. From the first time until the last day this happened, there are about 100 boats. People use them every day. No person I saw wore a life jacket. Nobody there uses a life jacket except after the accident that there was that. I heard that the DOP insisted that he wanted a life jacket, which was why he got one. Okay, another question comes. But there was a report that the producer made life jackets available for everyone. Isn't it so? He replied, the person who contacted me for this job is the production manager, not the producer. So they got my number and cast my name for the job. I don't really have any information about it. So when I got there, I noticed there was a life jacket because they gave me one on that Wednesday morning, which means it was available for us. But I heard that the DOP paid for it. I don't know how the life jacket came about, but that morning, one of the crew members bought a life jacket. The interviewer continued, so were you wearing a life jacket when the accident happened? And he replied, I was actually on the first boat that left. I was not on Junior Pope's boat. I was waiting for them to arrive. Okay. At what time did you hear about the accident and what was your reaction? He replied, I came out very early. I was there waiting. This virus called me that morning and was angry that he wasn't going to come again for the job. I asked him what happened and he said he just finished talking with Junior Pope on the phone. So I'm the only one he's calling again. Like, we are the only people he regards. He said Adama has not given him his money. I told him he just had to come because we already started and she would definitely give him his money. He said he was going to come with some boys to come and cause trouble. But I told him to calm down because I am also in this. He said, okay, he's coming after I talked to him. I was supposed to wait for him so we could go together. But later, after waiting, I decided to go out. So when I got to the island, I wasn't there with one of the actors. And at some point, I fell asleep. After 14 minutes, I saw people crying. I saw Ogoro crying. And I went to ask him, why was he crying? He said the rest of them were in the river, that the boat had capsized and everybody was in the river. It seemed confusing to me because we had been crossing this water even around 10 p.m. We crossed the water and nothing happened, even with Juno Pope. So, what was the problem? I asked. I was confused because I didn't know what to say. The interviewer continued. So, that was not the first time you guys crossed the river? The boy replied. That was the second day of our journey on that river. We had gone to and fro. The interviewer continued, because from the video Junior Pope made, he was warning the driver that he was speeding too fast. Could that be the reason why the boat capsized? Then he now replied, that video has been confusing a lot of people. That video was actually made the first day he came filming, not the day he passed on. It was just him and the driver alone on that boat. The reason why it was just him and the driver alone on that boat is that he came late to the set. So we're all waiting for him on the set. That was him coming on his own. He made that journey without any issue at all. The interviewer continued. Were you at the river shore when they brought the dead bodies? He said, I was not there. The interviewer continued. What did you learn afterwards about the people who died? He replied, it was a bit confusing. The women who reside on that island were all crying, saying these things don't happen around here. So I was a bit confused. I think there is more to this. According to the driver, TC virus was obstructing him from seeing when the other boat came very close because he was standing and ringing the bell. That's why I am confused. It was very wrong and unprofessional for TC Virus to stand and be ringing a bell. But then the driver cannot tell me that TC Virus, who is very slim, and the River Niger, which is very wide, would obstruct him from seeing what is coming in front. But that is a very big lie. The River Niger is very wide. Nothing can cover you from seeing a boat that is coming. I'm yet to understand why they are saying this, what they are saying. Let's assume that the pilot was carried away or something. Now the boat tumbled. I heard Emeka say they threw a jerry can to Junior Pope to hold since he was not wearing a life jacket. I don't know who threw the jerry can. They said while he was drowning, they threw him a jerry can, but he was too scared to hold on to it and left the jerry can, struggled and sank to the ground. And they left him and carried the rest away and came back for him. So the story is fishy. They can't tell me that people struggling for life will throw a jerrycan to someone in the water too, but it can be an accident. Some people said it's spiritual. TC Virus said he was owing the water people. Even when we were coming back at night, he also rang a bell. Why was he ringing a bell? Is something I can't say. Guys, I don't know what to say. Or what do you think about this whole thing? The fact that TC Virus has gone to start making videos about this whole thing, doing pranks, okay, creating content about this whole thing, I don't really understand. For me, I wouldn't even have the mind to do that. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Because it's beginning to scare me, really. Okay, for me, I would advise the family to do a proper autopsy on Juno Pope because a lot is fishy. You're owing the water people. What do you have to do with water people? I don't know, guys. What do you think about this whole thing? I'm still going to. I also came across another, very disturbing post about this whole thing again. I'm still going to share it, but guys, what do you think about this whole thing? Kindly drop your thoughts and share.